Welcome back to the most defeated gambling podcast on earth. This is Betting the Diagonal. I am here with Morgan and Greg, and after many losses for what seems like today, we're still here. We're alive. After Greg was boasting about how, I'm going to win this and that, I'm taking the championship. We have a rule for that, by the way. We'll bring it up in a minute. Greg might go 0-5 today. Terrible.
That'd be tough to go on 5 when I made 4 bets. But
0-4.
But
Ooh.
I mean, it might as well make it 0-5 if I go 0-4.
Yeah.
Bad day. But
Morgan, after
the games aren't over yet.
Yeah, games aren't over yet. Morgan, after saying he's going 10-0 and he's officially the champion, stroking his trophy. What happened next? Losers.
So I went 2-5 yesterday. Today I'm trending positive. I'm 3-2 right now with one still in play. So let me try to do some quick math here. I'll only be one under for that the past 2 days, which is fine. I'm still hotter than you are.
Depends on these last games come out. I might actually have a winning record somehow.
I'm still going to have the overall winning record.
I once again had 2 blown leads today. Overplay that hit the under by 1. And I can't buy a winner to save my life. After we stopped recording on Tuesday, me and Morgan were trying to live bet table tennis. So that's what our lives have come to. But we're back on Thursday night, talking strictly football. Nothing that's got a sphere ball, only ovals. Except for when Morgan gives out his card, he's gonna probably give you basketball plays because he's an idiot. It's Wildcard weekend. You guys hyped?
Sure is. I'm hyped, man. I really am. I'm off all weekend too.
Football.
You're off all weekend?
I'm off all weekend. I'm gonna sit on my couch like the degenerate I am. And I'm gonna bet every single game.
That's what I like to hear.
Every single game.
I knew we were filling the third chair with the right person.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you for that. Yeah. I'm hoping the picks line up with my excitement.
Doesn't know how to tweet, but he knows how to bet every game.
I really don't know how to tweet. I need some lessons, and things will only get better from here in terms of tweeting. Betting, maybe.
We're praying. All of us.
I did go 5-1 yesterday on my first card. So
you didn't post the card.
It's on here. Give me a break. I was working all day.
I told Morgan we'd count it.
We're gonna give it to you. We also agreed today that to be in running for this trophy here, you have to have 75 wins.
Yes.
In total. Okay.
At least 70. Once you hit 75 wins, you are eligible to win.
Okay.
That's fair. All
right.
I have over, let's see, plus NBA, I'm at 148 wins, 49 wins, depending on how tonight goes. Morgan's just broke through 100 the other day.
I can't do math, so I know
you're
I have
actually closer to me because your NBA volume is much higher than mine.
I have like 33 NBA wins right now, or something like around that number.
Yeah. Well, how long have you guys been keeping tallies?
NBA, we started December 23rd.
Right.
We started college basketball tip-off night.
Yeah. So that 148 wins, Bill, that is combined.
Yeah, I don't have too many NBA plays. I don't have the updated. Morgan's supposed to be keeping track of my NBA. He hasn't done a great job.
I gave you NBA record on Tuesday.
Okay.
Hold on now you two keep talking. I'll do some math.
No, you're fine. We'll deal with it after. That's why I sent you the thing, so you can just type it in, make life easy.
And but along with all these decisions you guys are making, did you decide when it's going to be over at the end of the NBA season?
What, for the records?
Yeah.
Really?
Because baseball is going to happen in the midst of.
This is a 365 kind of thing.
I think
we should do a monthly thing.
Well, that's what I want to do is monthly, and then the trophy goes monthly to whomever is the champ. So I'm the champ of 2020. I get the trophy.
That's fair. I wasn't even
As
here
of
yet, so
as
we
of
didn't have
right
much
now, I'm
Come
the
on.
champ
competition.
of
No, we got to do math
2021.
on that. No. We got to do math on that. I had a winning record going into 2020.
The trophy happens to be here in Pennsylvania.
Well,
So
I mean, I can go grab an old trophy from my middle school
Yeah, I
t-ball
got
days.
one with arm's reach right now.
well, I have about 5 sitting over there right now.
All right,
So
you got me beat there. But man, I was just gonna say something. It'll come back to me.
All right. So, without further ado, before we get into the actual card and wildcard weekend, we're gonna talk some Natty as well tonight. Um, let's talk futures for the Super Bowl because
Okay.
I have a great theory of how I set up my futures in hopes that one of them will hit regardless. That'd be more profitable if one of these hit, of course, but I did it a certain way. But do either one of you guys have futures for the Super Bowl so far?
I have one, so mine will be pretty quick. Um, so what did I have here? I want to just make sure I have the line right for that. Okay, yeah, I just have one. I'm not going super crazy on Super Bowl props, but the one I do have is Bucks Bills possible matchup. It's plus 1400. I think that's well worth a sprinkle for the payout that it would supply. And hear me out. Bills, they have a great chance. You know, whether they get knocked out, whether they knock out the Chiefs themselves or the Chiefs get knocked out by somebody else, they would then, in my mind, and probably the whoever's making the lines, they would probably be the betting favorite.
Yes.
Um, so, all it'll take is a little bit for them to get to that point. So I'm willing to take that risk. And, the Bucks, Brady finds ways to get to Super Bowls no matter what. I I'm led to believe that the Packers will end up getting there, but Brady's got magic, man. He's been there so many times. He knows this. He knows the format of the playoffs. He knows how to win these games, and he's got the talented roster to do it with like he's never had.
That's interesting because I know what your card looks like this week, so it's a little interesting.
It is, and
Yeah.
I'm going to make a disclaimer here that that is a hedge.
No, yeah, it's my entire futures card is essentially a hedge.
Yeah, yeah. So
Morgan,
I'll get more into that later, but
yeah, I just wanted to tease it.
yeah.
Morgan, do you have any futures?
the only one I really am looking at is I love the Bills at plus 1200. That's a great pick. I really think they honestly are a really good shot at winning it all. NFC sucks. I do love the Titans at plus 2400 as like a long shot. I love the Titans. They are my adopted team because the Eagles piss me off so much. So I am all for watching Derrick Henry just steamroll everybody. When we get into the game that we're going to talk about in a little while, I cannot wait to watch Derrick Henry just fucking run right through that Raven fraud defense and just destroy him like he did last year, and how he's going to do every single year. So I do love that. It's a long shot. They got a tough road for sure, but cold weather games. What's the best way to control the game? Everything is pound the rock. Keep pounding it. Play action pass. Tannehill's had a good year. Was in the MVP running for a little while in this season. See what happens. I like them.
All right. For me, I took two teams earlier in the season. I took the Chiefs plus 350 just because it's a positive number, and they're easily the best team in the football. And then I also took the Steelers when they were red hot at plus 750, which now doesn't look so good.
Yeah, regretting that a little bit.
Yeah, I'm regretting that a little bit, but one of these has got to play out. I'm hoping. My favorite one, as Morgan talked about, is the Bills. I've been on the Bills bandwagon since last year, begging them to get in because Josh Allen is the deserved MVP of the Super Bowl. He's going to win MVP of something this year, and I promise you, it'll be something. If it's not the NFL, if he doesn't win the regular season NFL MVP, he's winning the Super Bowl MVP. It's that simple.
Wow.
It's over. That's why I'm repping all Josh Allen. For those who watch FFD, I blatantly lied to all of your faces saying I returned this jersey. You guys should have known better. There was no shot I was ever returning this jersey. Josh Allen, go Bills. And my final one is the same one as Morgan as well, is the plus 2,400 Titans, which is similar to Greg's issue we're having here. Because I'm actually on the opposite side of it this week. Just because I took it a few weeks ago, didn't know how the matchups would work. I wasn't honestly sure if the Ravens would get in. If I think they can beat the Ravens, they have a good shot at getting to the Super Bowl. Because both the Chiefs can't really stop the run all that well. The uh, excuse me, I'm blanking. The Bills can't stop the run all that at all. They're one of the worst against the run. So if they can get out with the win this weekend, I think their shot's actually pretty good to make it to the Super Bowl. But I bet on only AFC teams, A, because I think the NFC stinks. I've been saying it all year. And B, because when one of these four teams make it, I can just hedge myself with the money line of the NFC team.
Mm-hmm.
And neither one of them make it, and then, we adjust. We adjust accordingly, but I like my chances that one of these four teams are going to make it to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I don't foresee the Browns making it. I don't foresee the Ravens making it. But did you have Ravens? No, right?
No.
No.
No, I don't know what that line is, but right now, I was thinking about it today when I was at work, and it wouldn't be a bad bet because Lamar is kicking into high gear, similar like how Mahomes did. I will talk about that a little bit later,
Mm-hmm.
but it wouldn't be a terrible bet. If they beat them this week, I might throw a little bit at it, but probably not, because Lamar doesn't have an arm and he's a little bit of a fraud. But yeah, for me, it's the Bills. Go Bills. Bills win the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
It's
go
not even
Bills.
close.
I would love to see that. I really would.
hmm And before we get into the actual games, I want to talk about trends from both historically from the Wildcard weekend and this season, just in general. It's 2020, the madness of what this season was.
Oh boy, drop
So,
some knowledge.
oh yeah, these are some wonderful stats. We'll start with the 2020 season trends. Underdogs this season are 142 and excuse me, 114 straight up. No,
Straight
hold
up.
on, let me double check that. I think it's actually against the spread. Hold on. I didn't write ATS, so it makes me believe. See,
This
my
season
stat
was
wasn't
wacky
ready.
enough.
The home dogs are it is against the spread. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Let me rephrase it. Underdogs this season are 142 and 114 against the spread. Home underdogs, which have been barking all year, I've been on them nonstop, is 60 and 47 against the spread. And unders had one more game than the overs this year, which is really not that surprising. It's about even. Just similar like how home and away teams, the home and away favorites were about even. For wildcard weekend, these are crazy stats that when I heard them, I had to rewind it 5 times when I heard it. Had to research it myself. Didn't believe it. Road teams since 2002 against the spread, 68%. Road
Wow.
teams against the spread since 2013, 63%. Unders since 2013 are an insane 71%.
And
And
that's
one
in
more,
every game?
it's every single game on wildcard weekend.
Wow.
Teams with losing records are tied records in wildcard weekend. It's only happened 7 times in the last 25 years. They've gone 7-0 straight up and 6-1 against the spread.
Wow.
So
Wow.
that one
Wow.
leads into actually two of our games that can pop up.
Mm-hmm.
But
Very interesting.
yeah, I love those. I'm gonna be playing some of them actually. Even on the both sides, one on the season total, season trends, one on the historical trend. I'm
Mm-hmm.
all over it. I'm ready to rock and roll. So since there aren't 1,000 games like there normally is for NFL weekends, we're gonna just run through them all. Is that cool with you boys?
Yeah, sounds
Do
good,
it.
boss.
All right, baby. So we're gonna start with Colts at the Bills. Bills are favored by 6.5. The over under is currently at 151. And I'm gonna send it over to Greg. Give his opinion out here.
All right. So at a -6.5 against the Colts, I'm slamming the Bills. I'm taking that line before it ever hits 7 because I don't want to buy any points. And it's honestly, it's for me, it's a gimme game. The Bills' offense is so high powered. Sure, the Colts have a good defense, but I don't think their offense keeps up with the prowess of the Bills. And yeah, I don't see the Colts really coming out to play. Jonathan Taylor he'll probably have a good game. We said it before, the Bills don't have a good rush defense, but I don't see much. I mean, I hate how they put in Jacoby Brissett on these random plays.
Me too.
I really hate how they do that.
Like
And
to the point where it's like they never should have just gotten Philip Rivers. They just should have let Jacoby play because he wasn't that bad.
yeah,
He wasn't like, hey, you need to bench him. You bad. You know what I mean?
exactly. But yeah, not many statistical reasons why I'm on the Bills. It's just it's in the line. If it
Mm-hmm.
was 10, maybe I'd say Colts.
Oh, you have to take the Colts then.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
double digits. I'm taking the Colts.
exactly at 6.5, you're on your home turf. I don't care if there's no fans. Give me Josh Allen all
Better.
day.
Yep. Morgan.
Yeah, I'm on the Bills also. I'm also on the over. I have it at -6.5 right now, and over 51. Not for the same reasons. I think one of the big ones that I lean towards the most, though, is you have a dome team going to Buffalo in the
Mm-hmm.
middle of the winter, and that is a big factor. It is going to be 30 degrees with about 15-mile-per-hour winds up there.
At best,
Buffalo
it's
plays in this
January.
all season. Yep, they play in it all year. Philip Rivers has spent his entire career either on the West Coast or in a dome. Um, I don't expect him to travel in there and play very well. He hasn't ever shown that he's playing very well in the elements like that. Um, like Greg was saying, the Bills they have a high-powered offense, and they should get Cole Beasley back this week. That's going to be huge right there. Just take a little bit of pressure off Stephon Diggs. And their other Gabriel Davis, I think is the guy's name, and Dawson Knox over
Mm-hmm.
at tight end.
Mm-hmm.
Get that big weapon, someone in the slot that he can just really trust to move around the ball. Again, Greg said the Bills don't have a great run defense. They give up 4.9 yards per carry. So, it does play well. The Colts' rushing attack is very hot right now, but I just think, again, I'm going to lean those elements right now. A team that plays in this all year has been getting ready for this. A team that was in the playoffs has been there, has guys who've been growing. I like the Bills. I'm on them for sure. I like it. I got it 6.5 early. Thanks for saying you had it 7 to get it early. I got fortunate. I got a little bit with the lower number, which is great. I'm very happy about that. I do like the over too because I think it is going to be a high scoring game.
Mm-hmm. It actually opened to like the 10-day early line, like before like the matchup was official,
Mm-hmm.
was 7.5, and then since I think it was Monday morning that line came out, it was at 7, and now it's at 6.5. But for all the reasons that Morgan said and that you said, the Bills are a better team. When you take a team that plays with 65-degree weather, no matter what the temperature is outside, and you bring them into Buffalo, which is freezing. It's actually going to be a warm, like 34 degrees and 15
That's
mile an hour
warm.
winds
It's a
in
beautiful day.
Buffalo
It's summertime.
is summertime. Like it's absurd. Like we need snow up there just to bang it in because Josh Allen is a monster. Josh Allen's
Mm-hmm.
going to win that Super Bowl
Yeah.
MVP. We went over it already. I lean the over, but I won't take it. I do think this is a high scoring game just because the Colts will let up runs. I told you how many times I text you privately, Morgan, that the Colts defensive fronts once a week,
Many,
at
many,
least once
many,
a week.
many times. Many times.
And he kept betting on the
Uh,
Colts. Kept losing.
I did. You know, it happens. Whatever. A couple fun little stats for this game and everything. Bills are 8-0 in their last 8 against the spread. Again, as we were saying, at home where they're just dominant, they're 7-1 straight up at home, 6-2 against the spread with a scoring margin of 8.5 or more. Or I'm sorry, of around 8, a scoring margin of plus minus 8.5. Bills, ride the Bills all day. Bills Mafia. Let's go jump through some fucking tables.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
do it, boys. Let's do it.
I
Yeah.
love it.
Little thing. Let me know what you guys think about this real quick. I think. Are you guys are familiar with college football, right?
Morgan
Oh
more
yeah.
than me. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Morgan, what would you think if the Bills, who are probably going to have like a high 20s, if not the last draft pick in the draft, if they moved up in the draft and picked up Kyle Pitts out of Florida?
As soon as you just started saying moving up in draft, that's immediately who I fit.
Isn't?
That was the exact name. Once you say, I live for the draft. We will have a
Mm-hmm.
draft special come April because I love the draft is my thing. I will do a full 7-round mock draft.
I'll be there right with you.
As soon as you said the Bills moving up in the draft, the first name that popped into my head was Kyle Pitts. He is the perfect complement to that offense right there.
Absolutely. He would be amazing, that offense. And Dawson Knox, he's more of a blocking tight end anyway. And if they had that receiving threat at tight end, the Bills are right up there with the
And
Chiefs, as anybody could take it.
Mm-hmm.
really good tight ends coming into the league the past few years. Hawkinson, Font from Iowa, both they were really highly rated. You
Mm-hmm.
know, taking it back to Ebron when he came in, yeah, he maybe hasn't had the greatest career per se, but he came in really highly rated. Tight ends take a minute to pick it up in the NFL just because the blocking schemes and everything. But Pitts is such a weapon in the passing game. You can line him out up wide and, like I said, leave Dawson Knox in there to block. Get
Mm-hmm.
him, get him on a slot cornerback. Play against the Eagles. Get him on nickel Roby Coleman. Put a 6'5" guy out there on a 5'9" guy. Chip Kelly always said, "Tall guys beat up little guys." Right, so he would be a phenomenal fit for that offense. I don't think it'll happen.
Probably
I
not.
I actually think Pitts is going to go top 10 at this point. There's a little bit of things to happen still before I log that one in, but I think Pitts might go top 10 for sure.
Yeah. I just wanted to throw that in. It was on my mind.
You got the juices pumping there.
Yeah, I see it.
You're gonna get him on a rant.
All right, moving on.
Sit there every single day and I pull up PFF mock draft simulators and I run 7-round mock drafts with myself and do trades and everything. I'm just in heaven.
All right, moving on to probably the ugliest game of the weekend is going to be the Rams at the Seahawks. Seahawks are 3.5 point favorites. The over under is 42.5, and I have one play and one play only, and it's not Morgan what you think it is. Even though you think I'm going to take the Rams plus 3.5, like I have been all year and getting disappointed. It is going to be the under 42.5. You can lock that in. That's probably my safest bet of the week. And I don't know if either one of you could possibly change my mind on that.
I don't think I'm going to.
I'm going to try to because I talked myself into the Rams at +4. So I have talked myself into it. I've been stupid all year for doing it. Third time is the charm. I am going to take the under. I have under 42, but I'm going to take the Rams +4. One thing that I very much am going to look at in this game is the coaching. The last 8 meetings between the Rams and the Seahawks have all been decided by a touchdown or less. Give me that 4 points. I like that extra little oomph right there. I almost want to take Rams money line. I'm not there just yet, though. So I want playoff time. I'm going to lean defense. Who's got the more dominant defense? I think the Rams defense on their best day. And I've said this before on this very podcast that I think the Rams' best day can go up against any team in the NFL's best day. And they'd have a very good shot at winning just based off the talent that they have. So yeah, I think I'm gonna get hook, line, and suckered into Rams +4
For the 20th time this year.
for the 20th time.
Mm-hmm.
They've met this team. Both these teams have met twice already. Both times they've hit under this number, and I think it's going to happen again. The last time they met was just a couple weeks ago. late December. Total 29. Before that, they met in November. Total was 39. You could see a 19 this week. If the trend keeps going the way it's going, it's a square bet. I will tell you that. I think it's a very square bet. I think it's a bet that a lot of people are going to try to take the over just because, the number's too low. Seahawks can score. Seahawks stink. We all know that. They're frauds. Once you stop letting Russ cook, he stinks. And when Russ can't cook against the Rams because he needs DK to do that, and DK gets shut down by Ramsey.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my play. I don't hate the Rams. I'm going to have a underdog money line teaser. I haven't figured out what it is yet, but it'll probably wind up hitting.
Yeah. I have, like you said, this is the worst game of the weekend. Honestly, I haven't picked a side yet in which I really would play. At this very moment, I'd be leaning towards buying a half point and taking the Hawks. But I think this is the game where I might go take a nap or take my dog to the dog park. But I would lean toward Hawks.
You might get that number without it.
I might, yeah. I'm going to wait another day and see what they say, see what the people have to say, see if it makes any movement. And yeah, I'm not too excited about this one, to be honest. I'm really not. But, whether Goff plays or not, it seems as if he's trending to play. I'm probably going to go Hawks either way.
Cool. I guess so. If you want to lose money, I don't know. I don't want to touch this spread at all whatsoever. I want a basketball bet, guys. In this game. It's glorious.
Oh, you want? Congrats.
Yeah, thank you. Moving on, because that game really stinks, and I can tell you right now it's going to stink. The next game, it might also stink. I'll be honest with you. This might also be the worst game of the day. It's going to be Tampa Bay at Washington. Somehow Washington's a home team in the playoffs with a losing record, but that's neither here nor there. They're 8.5-point underdogs, I believe. Still, I have checked in the past few hours, and the over/under is 45. This has trap game written all over it, and I'm not falling for it. I'm not sticking my foot in the bear trap. I'm not doing any of this. I'm not falling in the quicksand. Tom Brady does not have Bill Belichick. He will not cover this number. It's as simple as that. With the numbers I gave you about the home dogs, almost just at 65% win rate this year. The 7-0 straight up, 6-1 against the spread, with teams with losing records during Wildcard weekend. The stars align with this one. It's too easy. I'm taking Washington. I'm going to sprinkle the money line because I think Tom Brady's washed, and this is one of the weeks he gets washed.
I agree. Beautiful. I concur, Bill. And, based upon all the stats that you gave us before, just gives me more reason to believe in that.
Mm-hmm.
I am definitely taking the 8.5 with Washington.
It'll probably get to 9.
It might.
I have it at 9.5 right now.
You have it at 9.5?
Really?
I have it at 9.5.
To avoid a teaser.
All right. Well, that's perfect.
To avoid that field goal teaser.
Yeah, because I am going Washington money line as well. And okay, folks, before we say, Greg, you're a fraud, you took the Bucks to go to the Super Bowl. Folks, that's a hedge. That is a hedge. If Brady makes it out of this round, then I have no problem saying there's a good possibility he goes to the Super Bowl, especially with the NFC. But in this very case scenario, I think Washington will take it. I think Alex Smith gets another chapter to the movie that will be created in his name.
Greg, I don't want to cut you off. Mm-hmm. What did I tell you before, Morgan? The future Hall of Famer Alex Smith.
No.
Oh,
no. No.
He's going to win.
No.
Yikes. I mean, I don't know
Alex
if I would
Smith
go
is Super
that
Bowl.
far. I don't know if I would go that far, but I mean, he'll have a Rocky-esque type of movie.
Love it. But listen, I never said how he was getting in. If they make a movie about him, that will be played on replay at the Hall of Fame. What did I say to you before? They're gonna put his peg leg in the Hall of Fame, or his skin grafts.
His skin grafts. His skin grafts.
That would be
It's all
great.
jokes, boys and girls. It's all jokes, of course.
Yeah, but they're gonna make a Rocky movie, Rudy, whatever you want to compare it to. I think he gets it done
Love it. Against the greatest quarterback of all time.
against the greatest quarterback of all time. But if he
Doing
doesn't,
it.
then I have the hedge.
Beautiful. Either way, it's a win-win situation.
Correct?
Yes, sir. Morgan, what do you got for us?
Yeah, I don't got much on this game, to be honest. I'm not very interested in it. I do take Washington plus 9.5. I'm not willing to go much further with it. I definitely am not willing to go money line on it because I've learned one thing in my life, and it's never to bet against Tom Brady. But I do love the other thing that I love come playoff time is dominant defensive line play, and that Washington defensive line is filthy. Chase Young is going to be a superstar in this league for years to come. I'm willing to put Chase Young on that Hall of Fame mantle already. We'll kick Alex Smith off of there because he ain't getting in. Chase Young, though, he's going to have a real shot at some point. Yeah, I don't got much else for this though, but I will take Washington 9.5.
Love it. Love to see it.
Sure.
I feel like this is gonna be one of those strange weeks where our entire panel is gonna be on the same side pretty much every game.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Yeah,
We're
you
gonna
think
need to
so?
talk. We're gonna need to talk like table tennis or something. We're gonna have to get something that really is gonna get the blood
Well,
boiling.
I'm pretty sure we're on different sides of the
Let's
Natty.
talk Carson Wentz.
No, let's not.
Oh, let's not do
No,
that.
let's not. Next game on the board is one of my favorite games. Morgan disagrees. I don't care. Ravens at the Titans. Titans are 3.5-point underdogs. Over under is 54.5. This is a Ravens revenge game from last year. You can't tell me no. I am taking the Ravens money line. I know they're the favorite. I'm not laying 3.5. I'll just take the money line. I'll eat the juice. Don't care. I'll have it in a parlay with something else. I don't care. That's it. Ravens.
It's just money.
It's just money. Lamar, like I said before, he's kicking into that high gear the same way Mahomes did last year. He's playing at an elite level after being a fraud for 90% of the league team 90% of the year this year. Love it. Can't change my mind. Ravens money line. Stick it in. Stick it in something else. That's it.
Okay.
Greg,
Who's
I'll allow
next?
you to go. I'll allow you to go before I put
Oh.
Philly 6 feet under.
All right. Well, I won't take too long. I'm gonna go with the over 54.5 this game. Might be a little bit high of a number, but I see offense on both sides. Derrick Henry's going to run through that defense, and I think they get the play action working, take a few shots downfield, and Ravens are going to answer back. There's going to be some back and forth scoring in this game. I definitely see it going upwards of 55, 54.5.
54.5.
54.5.
Probably get up to 55. Even with that stat I gave you before about unders hitting 71% since 2013.
This is the only game I feel confident in that.
Fair. But didn't you say you were leaning Bills over 51?
That wasn't me.
Or was that him? Morgan,
I'm going.
was that you?
I'm over in that game. Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to check. I don't want to be a fraud like Lamar, except for in this game.
All right. Let me begin here. All right, everybody get ready. Get your popcorn ready for this one. I have been saying all year long how much of a frauds the Ravens are. And I've had these stupid Ravens fans coming after me in the past week or so, telling me, oh, we're kicking it into gear right now. Our team's getting hot. We're putting up 38 points per game over our last 5 games. That's fantastic. You know who you played your last 5 games? Dallas, Jacksonville, the Giants, and the Bengals. All right, you played Cleveland. Your defense gave up 42 points to Cleveland and got run all over. You stink. You're not good. You think you're good because your quarterback has learned how to throw the ball over the past 5 weeks. It's amazing to me how excited people get when their quarterback is actually able to do what he's told to do under center. If my quarterback would do that, oh my god, I don't know what I would do. But I mean, I have that problem too apparently. All right, let's start. I'm taking the Titans. I'm going to go Titans money line. Um, the Titans dominate the Ravens for one. I don't give a shit about this whole revenge factor. The Titans have the formula to beat the Ravens. It is to pound it down your throat, smash mouth physical football. The Ravens are giving up 4.8 yards per carry throughout the entire season. Derrick Henry just destroys you. He's going to run right through you. You're not going to strip the ball out of Derrick Henry's hand. I don't care how much you try to punch it out, which I'll give the Ravens credit. They do a great job trying to punch the ball out. He ain't going to turn the ball over. You're going to crowd the box. That's great. Ryan Tannehill's going to hit you with the play action pass to A.J. Brown. Awesome. Bring it all day long. I'm going to take Titans money line. Give me the 3.5. I don't give a shit. We'll take that too. I'm going to take the under as well, though, in this game. I will not take the over for this one.
Nope. I think the over is a trap.
I do too, and this is a ground and pound type of game. This is a heavy run game. J.K. Dobbins, as much as I don't like the Ravens, J.K. Dobbins has really come on at the bottom half of the season. Kind of sucks because I drafted him in my fantasy football team this year, and I released him a few weeks in, and I was stuck with Mark Ingram and Malcolm Brown as my running backs, which went phenomenal for me. That was part of my 1-12 season.
Jesus.
Yeah.
When's the last time Lamar has thrown for over 200 yards? Well, he's done it one time in the past 6 games. He's not going to do it this game. Guarantee that one right there. It's not going to happen. These two teams, they met in November. They put up 48 points. They put up 40 points last year in the playoffs. They're not hitting that over at 55. I have it at 54.5. There's no shot that's getting hit.
The only thing I will say against you is that the Ravens are a top 10 rush defense. Even though they let up a lot of yards per play, is because nobody runs on them. So when they do, they break out a hole. That's it. The Titans are a bottom half run defense. 20th per game. 128.8 yards per game. Lamar averages that in the past 5 games. I love it. Don't care what you say. You're an idiot. I do lean the under. Haven't taken that yet, but I've already bet on the Ravens money line. So,
yeah. Ravens are trash. They stink. They're a morally corrupt organization. They're no good. Get them out of here. I can't wait to watch them get bounced again. I want to hear all these Ravens fans crying. Your team stinks. You came into the season thinking you were hot shit. You stunk. Your quarterback stinks. You might want to. Maybe you should move up in the draft and get a new one. I hear Tua might be available.
Oh, that's a low blow to a lot of people I know.
Yikes.
Greg, do you have anything on this game, or did?
No,
you
I
already
had
gave
the
an opinion,
over.
didn't you?
Yeah, I had the over.
Oh yes. Okay, I'm sorry.
No problem.
So let's move on to another game that people think is going to be a blowout, which is most definitely not going to be. It's going to be the Bears going into the Superdome against the Saints. Saints are 10-point favorites, and the over/under is 47. I have a couple stats. I don't know how you guys feel about this. I know Greg said something right before, but Sean Payton is 0-4-1 in his last 5 games against the spread in the playoffs. The Saints and Sean Payton 1-5 in the last 6 home games straight up in the playoffs. Give me one good reason why we shouldn't take the Bears. You hear that, ladies and gentlemen?
I got nothing to give you there.
Those are crickets.
I'm going with the Saints.
Oh, you're an idiot.
There's got to be one guy.
I'm taking the -10, probably by a half point, make it -9.5. And for the reason that we all know the Saints are a better team. When we go healthy lineup against healthy lineup, especially in the Superdome, there's no reason for me to put my money on Mitchell Trubisky. There really is not.
Mitch the bitch. Kissing titties, Mitch.
Mitch the bitch. I mean, all David Montgomery has been that whole offense, and Mitch is only succeeding due to the play action that they're able to produce because of that. So,
Fair.
if they're able to hold down David Montgomery, which I'm not guaranteeing that they will,
They should be able to.
they should be able to because they have a good rushing defense.
They're a top 3 run defense.
Exactly. So if they're able to slow him down and Mitch has to scramble his way and try and find a receiver, I mean, Allen Robinson didn't even have a catch until like the fourth quarter last week. I don't see this game going in the Bears' favor. I really don't. Like, there's no reason other than the stats that you've given me that underdogs are winning on Wildcard weekend or covering. I have no reason to take the Bears. I think there will be enough dogs covering this week that the Bears don't have to.
I think the Bears cover. I don't think they win. I think they just barely cover, especially if this gets to 10.5. I will. If this gets to 10.5, it's a lock for me. There's no doubt about it. I'm taking it. It's my lock of the week.
Wow.
Yeah, no, I love it. The Saints couldn't even cover against the Falcons a couple weeks ago.
A lot of teams can't cover the Falcons. The Falcons put up points. The Falcons put up points.
Falcons put up 16 points. What do you mean?
I'm just saying in general, the Falcons put up points.
The Saints led 24 points to the embarrassing Eagles a couple weeks ago.
Hey.
That's a Jalen. That is a Jalen Hurts led Eagles.
That's fair.
Yeah, he stinks.
But that's the same team. I don't want to throw a shot in here, but that's the same team that just signed a former quarterback at tight end. Like, you're desperate. They're desperate out here.
Hey man, the Eagles have a quarterback
There's a lot
turned
of
receiver.
shots going across my bow right here, and I'm just gonna keep steering away from.
Listen, at least we'll get when we get to the next game, Giants versus the Eagles. Oh wait, neither one of them play this week. had to throw it in because you haven't thrown it in yet.
I haven't gotten there yet.
So Morgan, you're on the you lean Bears, or you're taking the Bears for sure? Is it on your card?
So I have the Bears. I'm gonna do something that I probably will regret, but I'm gonna do it anyway because I just have a hunch. I have a feeling. It's the Saints got a skeleton crew yet. They're getting a little bit healthier, but they got a lot of injuries right now. They're going to be beat up regardless. They've dealt with the whole COVID nonsense and everything. I like what I've seen out of the Bears in the past few weeks. I kind of like this new Trubisky that's come off the bench after Big Dick Nick got pushed aside. Last 6 games, Trubisky's averaging a little bit under 260 yards passing. David Montgomery's averaging over almost 110 yards rushing over the same span. So they figured out a formula that's kind of working. I think Nagy giving up play calling has been a godsend for them because he was one of the. I mean, I don't know who's a worse play caller, him or Doug Peterson.
The answer's Adam Gase.
Yeah, okay. All right. That's fair. Adam Gase somehow is going to get a job at Alabama. That makes no sense to me, but smarter
Sorry,
people than me.
what? Did I miss that news?
And apparently, Saban is thinking about bringing Gase in as a consultant. And
Make-A-Wish Foundation is back again.
Well, yeah, and then possibly replace Sarkisian as the OC.
Oh, God, no.
Why?
Yeah.
I'm slamming. That's it. We don't have to go any farther. I'm slamming Ohio State. Nick Saban has lost his mind. Money line is dead.
Yeah, but I think I'm going to take the Bears money line, actually. I have a hunch that the Bears are going to pull this one out. It might not be big. It might be a 24-23 game or something like that, but I just got a feeling. So I'm rolling the Bears money line.
That's
wow.
I'll be honest with you. We've had a lot of hot takes on this show, Morgan. Just me and you, even without Greg. Like when in the early days, that one takes the cake. Easily takes the cake.
You gotta step up sometimes.
It's not going to happen. Let's go down to the last game. We have.
I will say this. If this does happen, Tuesday's episode, I will not shut up. I will be talking for the entire hour, hour and a half, however long we run, and I will be the most obnoxious person ever. And I'm already obnoxious.
That's
But
fair.
I will take I will
If
go to
the
a whole new
Bears win,
level.
I will give you your own 15, 20-minute video, and I'll upload it onto Spotify. Of just, I'll do it for you. You know, we're a team here. It's not just you. It's not just me. It's not just Greg. We're all a team here. You know, if somebody hits a ridiculous hot take like that, like the Bears winning
Yeah,
outright,
you'll deserve it.
you know, it's not like the Saints are 1-5 in the last 6 home games or anything. Um, Listen, it's possible. It's possible. I don't think it's the Bears. If they were playing, if they were playing Washington, I'd say yeah, the Saints lose. Not this team. Not the Bears. Not when
There's
Anthony
something.
Miller is on that team.
There's something about the team that gets hot at the right time. You saw it with the Giants. So way back, was it '07 when they made that run? There's something about the team that just gets hot at the right time.
Listen, I've talked a lot of shit about Mitch. We should have moved on already, but I've talked a lot of shit about Mitch. I'll be honest with you. But Mitch knows how to win games. And simple as that, he just does. He's got a crazy amount more wins. I'm trying to count them up. 1, 2, 3. Would Nick Foles have one win this year?
They were 1
I
and
think
6.
so. Yeah.
Three.
Yeah.
But no.
No, I think Foles. No.
No, because Foles counted as the win against Atlanta, but Trubisky played most of that game.
Right, and then Foles lost 5 in a row or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Foles has technically 1, 2. Yeah. No. Trubisky wins games. That's what I'm hearing, but he's not going to win this game. Moving on before we keep going and start talking about Anthony Miller and how trash he is. The Browns are going into Pittsburgh this week. Another matchup we've seen multiple times this year. We're going to see it for a third time. Steelers are 6-point favorites. Over under is 47.5. I have one play, and I'll save it for. I'm going to do a quick teaser segment, but there are my teasers. I have nothing for this game. I think this game is going to be close. I lead the Browns, but I'm not touching it. Who wants to
Okay.
take the floor?
I'll start out. I am running with the Browns money line at plus 225 at this current moment.
I love this money line talk we're having tonight.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My money lines have been hot lately, dating back to the Knicks.
Oh boy, I knew you were going
Take
to throw that one
I got to take some credit for it when it's
Yeah.
due.
in. If
But
only
yeah.
it was out on Twitter, right? You know, would have
Well,
won some people money.
yeah. That's my mistake. If our fans are really watching the show, then they would have known.
It's fair.
True.
It's fair. It is a long show,
It is.
and Morgan
It is.
did tell them to stop listening for a while. So
I did. I was right too.
you were not right. I had a better
was
day than
close
you.
enough to right.
Yeah.
He beat me by like one pick or so. It's all right. It happens. Who has this guy here? Who has this guy?
All right, let's get back to the game. We don't need more slander today.
Yeah.
We're
I'm taking
positive
Browns
about
money line. Honestly, Mason Rudolph had a slow first half, but he looked just as good as Ben Roethlisberger has all season in that second half.
You look good.
Yeah, he looked pretty good. He was dropping dimes down the field. He really was. And the Steelers, the way they played for the past 6 weeks, it's given me no hope for them to succeed in the playoffs, should I say. I don't, I'm not like guaranteeing a Browns win, but I'm telling you, I'm going to play the money line. I'm not going to take the spread. I'm just downright hoping something similar to last week happens. Because Big Ben could start slow, finish hot, just like Mason Rudolph did. But I don't see him playing a full 60 minutes of solid football.
Interesting. There's a lot of COVID issues on the Browns. So why
That has been all season.
Yeah, but this week they have, I believe, 2 starting offensive linemen out. That's why, like, I do think it's be a close game. That's why I'm not playing a side or the total. I'm putting in the teaser. I think it'll be a 1-point game, and it'll go either way. as a Steeler fan, I know my team, and they tried to give me hope for Mason Rudolph for next year because Big Ben needs to go. Like me and you have had this conversation in person. Big Ben needs to go.
Mhm.
This is his last hurrah. So hopefully they get him a win, get him out of the first round of the playoffs. Morgan, you have anything on this game?
Yeah, the only thing that I like in this game is the under 47.5. Steelers, I mean, we know that they have a really very good defense. They rank second in takeaways over the season. They led the league in sacks, quarterback pressures, or third in scoring. Defense giving up 19.5 per game. Browns defense sucked in the beginning of the year, but they really have turned it on the back half of the season. Last 9 games of the year, they only have 22.1 points per game. There's just so much with this game, and it's going to be another one of those ground and pound games. Cleveland's going to run the ball. It's what they're going to. That's what they have. That two-headed monster. I like the under 47.5. Under for the last 7 Pittsburgh games is 5-1-1 as well. So let's see how it goes.
I don't
Not
hate
bad.
that pick.
I like that pick. I'm not going to play it because you're ice cold, especially in the NFL. You've been bad in the NFL lately.
I'm not even focused on any NFL anymore. I got basketball in my mind. I'm about to hit my over in the Nuggets game, which is very nice because it went to overtime.
Yeah, I was about to say I'm watching it right behind the computer.
Yep.
Jokic
I have
just
it on right
drained a 20-footer over
I
Maxi
hate
Kleber.
basketball.
You hit that Jokic points. I think you need one rebound to hit the rebound. Or I think assist. You need one assist still.
Yeah, I need 1 rebound. I
Is
need
it a
like
rebound? Yeah.
4 or 5 assists.
Okay. Yeah, I know you got the points for sure.
I
This
didn't
is
take
what
the points.
beautiful.
You didn't? I thought you had it in there.
No,
This
I
is why I love this show because one of us is always gambling.
Fuck, you didn't.
Mhm.
Damn.
You're damn right. Like they've seen
You'll hit that
early on.
rebound for sure.
They've seen early on when me and Morgan were opposite sides of that Baylor game. That was heated. I don't think we talked about any sports that game except for that game. The entire time we talked about that game.
It's literally just a live stream of the Baylor game.
That's great.
Yeah. Back to football because I told myself I wasn't going to talk basketball tonight. I have 2 teasers I'm going to play. It's going to be Steelers and the Bills, teasing them down both just to win. I love it. I think both of them win. But the more confident one I'm in is Washington, teasing them all the way down. You said it was at 9.5? I just want to be correct on the
16, huh?
Yeah, that's beautiful. That's free. I think that's free regardless. That's just you're giving money away, and I think the Bills win.
Mm-hmm.
So that one's going to be locked in the second the show ends. You guys have any teasers you're thinking or anything like that before we get into the Natty?
Nah, I'm not a big teaser guy.
Well,
yeah, I don't have.
You're going to get the biggest teaser of your life this week.
Oh, baby.
Need it. Gotta need it. We need some wins around here, boys and girls. Take them however they come.
Sure do. I need 1 more Jokic rebound and 1 more Hardaway 3.
I just got my over, so I have money again. It was a rough day.
Like we said before, we've had a rough couple days. It's been rough. It's been rough out in these mean
streets. I said to you earlier today, I need these cold days to hit me because once I have those perfect days, my head gets massive.
Absolutely.
And I get so full of myself, and I feel like I'm the smartest guy in the room, which typically I am. But sometimes, I got to be humbled a little bit. So, which is good. I got to see my account I'm looking at my settled bets on my DraftKings account, and it's just red all the way through right now. So, there's a little bit of green in there, but it's a lot of red.
Dude, they actually look like there's more green than red.
I think it's because it hasn't updated, to be honest. It doesn't have any of my Sixers plays from today in it.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
and I lost every one of them.
Let's get into the Natty. Monday night. We got Monday Night Football. Just not the NFL.
Love it. It's been a while.
I don't have the over-under written down. Anybody want to look that up?
74.5. 74.5?
Okay, I have 74.5. It's 74 and they have 75.
and the spread is currently 8 or looking at 8.5, depending where you bet.
Yes, Jokic. Sorry.
No, you're good. Actually, no, you said it was 9, right? It's
I
up
have
to 9.
DraftKings has 9. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, it's fluctuating in between that number, 8 and 9. You know, they're trying to cover their teaser for the Super Bowl. Like, that's how football works. When after you get past 7, the money keeps coming in to try to push the numbers up or down. So the big gamblers, they don't just steal free money from the casinos betting $100,000 on teasers. That's how that works for all the boys and girls out there. What do you like, guys? Who wants to go first?
I like
Raise that
Bama.
hand, boys.
I like Bama.
You're
How
an
can
idiot.
you not? How can you not?
You're an idiot.
How can you not?
Because that's what everybody wants you to do.
So everybody wants to do because it's the right play. No,
I disagree.
You
I
disagree as
disagree
well.
too.
I'm on Ohio
Oh,
State plus
man.
We
9.
told you this on Tuesday. We've
Yeah.
already both bet on Ohio State.
I knew you would,
This
Bill.
is
I didn't know that about you,
this
Morgan.
this
Wow,
this is
man.
my domain. The NBA, college football, these are my domains. You got two very good offenses. I also love the over in this game too. This is going to be a fucking shootout, and it is going to be beautiful. I'm so excited for it. I'm getting just tingly thinking about it. I love Ohio State plus 9 here. This is Ohio State's a fucking. They're not the 11th best team in the country. They're Dabo, you dumb idiot.
You big dumb idiot.
You big dumb dummy. No, Ohio State's they're coming together at the right time. Again, they're peaking right now. What Justin Fields did last week against the Clemson defense, it's got NFL guys in it. That was the most impressive Justin Fields I've seen at any point watching college football. I mean, he was just dropping dimes left and right to Chris Olave. Trey Sermon was running up and down the field on them. You know, it's everyone expected Clemson, Alabama. Clemson, Alabama. These two are the two top NFL schools right now. You know, they got the NFL talent left and right. Well, Ohio State just took down the one, and they did it convincingly. You know, it's you can't. You're giving me 9 points here too. Like, come on now. This is trending upwards. That's wild.
I love it.
I'll give it to you. Fields is a tough dude. He's a good quarterback at the college level. I think he'll be good in the NFL. I don't see him winning this game.
Fields is funny. Fields is funny because when I watch Fields and everything, Fields is either going to be a superstar or he's going to be a bust and be out of the league in 2 years. There's no in between with him when I watch him. He is at his peak. I'm going to say at his floor, at his worst, he's Troy Smith all over again. At his best,
It's Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray with less speed and more of a quarterback build. Like there's no in between. There's no Lamar. There's no anything else in there. Seneca Wallace, where he can be a career backup or anything like that. He's going to be a stud who's going to be in the Pro Bowl every year, battling for MVPs, or he's out of the league in 2 years.
I agree. I think he wants to win this game. He's got heart. You gotta have heart. They still have a chip on their shoulder. I don't want to quote. I don't want to quote the what is that movie, The Replacements? You gotta have heart. You gotta have a whole lot of heart. But that's what that team has. They've been written off, counted out, told they couldn't play in the playoff because teams are canceling games, so they couldn't get in the playoff, essentially. This team is going to win because that's the only option they have to prove everybody wrong. You never count a team out, especially when you give them 9 points. If this goes to 9.5, free money. Everybody goes home happy like it was last week. Because you can't count out a team that has that true underdog story, that has the chip on their shoulder. I love it. It's as simple as that. You're overthinking it. Alabama's too much of a public play. This game might get to 10 points by Monday. Imagine that. No shot.
It gets to 10 points. I will put the mortgage on Ohio State. I am so confident in that pick. And we have
Wow.
this great saying down here in Philadelphia that pertains great to Ohio State right now. Just as Billy was saying, hungry dogs run faster.
Mm-hmm.
And that is Ohio State coming into this game.
This
Nobody thinks they can do it. Nobody thought they'd take down Clemson. Nobody thought they deserved to be there. People probably were, I don't know, I'm probably going to say probably, we're sitting there saying Notre Dame was more deserving than Ohio State to be in that Final Four. Notre Dame was trash. Texas A&M should have been in there.
Mm-hmm.
But this Ohio State team, they have that little juice. They got that moxie about them.
Oh, you used the word moxie. That's a lock. It's over. When somebody has to use the word moxie, that's when you know it's a true thing. That's my rule. It's my rule of thumb.
Billy, you said the L word.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
I'm
heard
allowed to say it. I'm the host. We went over this already.
it. Okay.
I have it locked in already. It's too late. What happens, happens. I can't change my bet.
I'm
I
excited
also
for
have it locked
Tuesdays.
in already.
I'm excited for Tuesday's episode.
You should be, because I have only lost one college football bet since I've been on this show. I've only bet on like
It's good.
6-7 games.
The kid's not bad. We don't bet too much college football too often, but the kid's not bad.
That's what I'm saying, dude. I only bet on spots I know I'm gonna win. And what can you say? You give too many points to a really good team. What happens, Greg? Good teams win. Great teams do what?
They cover.
There you go. There we
That's
go.
why
We're gonna
That's why
find out on
Bama's going to
Monday
cover.
if Ohio State's a great team or not.
And that's why Bama's going to cover.
Yeah. The second they made that. Listen, bro. The second they made that phone call to Adam Gase, they lost all chances.
You know what? Regardless, it's just money.
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk you into the Ohio State money line this weekend.
No, you're not.
It's on my card. It's on my card.
I think it's
You don't need to
leaning
talk.
my card too. It's leaning there for me.
It's on I'm just waiting for the best possible number to take it. If that's it, boys and girls, let's just run through the card real quick. The official games that we are betting on. I'm going to break it down, starting off with me. Bills -6.5, Bills -7.5, Bills -20. It doesn't matter. Bills by a million. The official number is 6.5. Ravens money line, love it. Morgan, you eat your words on Tuesday. Can't wait. Washington +9.5. It's a crazy number. This is a trap game. Love it. Ravens Seahawks under 42.5. It's a square bet. Don't care. Taking it anyway. Bears +10. Saints at home in the playoffs really stink. Ohio State +8, +9, +10. I have it at +7.5. I have it at +8. I will be taking it +9 when we get off. I'll be taking it +10 on Monday, and I will be taking the money line as well because I gamble responsibly, and that is my card for Football Thursday.
All right. So what we got over here in the champ's house, the king. Y'all have also seen on the Twitter page. I am officially not official yet because we got another 2 days of voting that can be happening. But there's a poll right now. Who is the true king?
Absolute horseshit. Absolute horseshit vote.
The king is talking. King is talking. There's a poll out there for all of our viewers, listeners who want to go and take a look. Who is the king between Billy and myself? It started out in Billy's favor. Billy was getting a little home cooking, coming there and helping him out. However, the public has seen through his facade and has come over to me. And I am now leading the poll. Everyone realizes that I am the king of college basketball gambling, which I never would have realized. I would have given it to him off the jump. But I'm not freezing cold. I'm not colder than Antarctica. I'm not colder than Billy's mom's basement right now.
Oh,
He can't win. So anyway, I digress. Take a look at that betting diagonal. Throw a vote at your boy's way at MoWatts26. If you really want to join that other team at Billy FFD, you can throw a vote his way. Maybe a pity vote if it gets really bad. Anyway, card we have right now. I will sprinkle a little bit of NBA and college basketball in there for anyone who does care. We're going to go Bills Colts over 51 and Bills 6.5. We're going to go Titans +3.5. We will do the Bears money line. Washington, give me Washington +9.5. Rams +4 and the under 42. I'm going to do Ohio State +9. Lock it in. I'll take that plus 10. I'll take that plus 8. Greg, you're going to regret this if you don't
Yep.
grab it now.
I'm telling you,
Uh,
man.
For
You guys
Friday,
are wrong.
I got a couple for anyone who's is interested in NBA stuff. Suns Pistons over 218.5. I've been saying for the past few shows the Pistons might have the worst defense of all time. They do not play defense at all. That is an easy lock right there. Rockets -5.5. Celtics -5.5. And I'm going to take the Kings +4.5 against the Raptors. We've been over before. The Raptors are absolutely garbage. The Kings aren't that much better, but they're fucking better than the Raptors are. Over to the college ball. My team, we said it on the inaugural show at Betting Diagonal Podcast. The Toledo Rockets, 10-2 again against the spread so far this year. Toledo, -3.5 tomorrow. We're going to take Michigan State -4.5 against Purdue, and we're going to take Dayton +5.5.
Real quick, who is Toledo playing?
You're going to make me look it up. Hold on.
No, I just want to know off the top of my head. You can look it up eventually. Greg, run us your card.
All right, real quick. My card: Bills -6.5.
Great pick.
Seahawks -3,
Mm.
3.5. I don't love it. Washington money line. What else? Ravens Titans over 54.5. I know you guys love that one.
Terrible bet.
Yeah, shut up. Saints -10. Love
Definitely a
that one too.
bad bet.
Disagree. I have Browns money line. And last but not least, my favorite bet of the week. Bama.
We're gonna take Bama money line.
No. I'm going to take the spread. And when they win this game by 2 touchdowns, you two can fucking eat dirt.
Okay.
All right?
I don't know about you, but dirt tastes pretty good down here in Pennsylvania.
Does it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably
A
not
little
bad.
special
All
stuff. Toledo is playing Ohio.
I saw. I like that, and I will be on the Bryant train again. I don't even. There's no line for it yet. There's not a lot of lines for a lot of games. Bryant for sure. Bryant is now 8-1 against the spread. I believe that number is. I don't know about that Michigan State game. I'm gonna pass on that. Boise -8, 18.5 again, and my phone just died. But I'll have my picks up on Twitter, and I'm gonna have a much better day. I went 4-5 today. It was wonderful. It was glorious.
I believe in you.
Listen,
I don't.
after we've been just about even the past couple days, and that's what kept happening. And then I broke free. I went Bitcoin. I went parabolic real quick, and I came back down to earth, bro. It happens. In a week. I was 25 games over 500 out of nowhere after going even. So now we're back to even, and guess what happens? We found that if you're a stock market guy, you got to find the support level, and then you shoot back up. That's how it works. This time we're not going to sell, though. We're going to hold. And that's how it's going to be, Morgan. I'm going to have that trophy for January, and that's going to be it. Even though I technically won 2020, but we're going to let you have it. We'll let you hold it for now.
I don't know. The viewers seem to think otherwise. I mean, they're
The
voting me
viewers
as
don't know a
king
damn
of college
thing.
basketball.
It's coming to the island one way or another.
I think that our viewers are extremely intelligent gamblers, and I have been helping them become better gamblers, and they appreciate that.
If you say so. I do. I would like to say.
They've learned very quick to fade you while you are
Recency bias is a bitch, and a lot of people in gambling know that. So you're riding the hot hand over here, and next thing you know, he goes 1-5, 3-4, 4-4. Hey, it's okay. It happens.
And you know what I had that helped me? 10-0.
Yep.
Yeah, that
Right
wouldn't
there.
hurt.
I had a 10-4 day once, and then I went 5-0 the next day. I mean,
It's what have you
that would
done for me
actually
lately,
technically,
though?
if you take out the 4 wins, subtract the 5 loss, subtract the other 5, that would potentially be 11-0. But I'm a numbers guy. That's just how I roll. But Morgan, without further ado, close this out, buddy.
Yes. So thank you again Greg, it's great to have you here. We love having you as our third chair.
Thank you.
We
I
are going to teach
appreciate
you
that.
how to tweet. It is
Please do.
our homework. It is our moral responsibility to our fans, to each other, to teach you how to tweet. So that way we don't lose followers. We really don't.
It's not my
We,
intention. It's not
we
my
really
intention.
don't want to do that. So everybody who's watching right now, who's listening, take a second when you see the post and everything. Welcome Greg to the family here. We're going to have a lot more fun bringing Greg in. Also, Greg's a huge baseball guy. I'm a huge baseball guy. We're going to get a lot of cool baseball stuff going as well. Billy doesn't know what baseball is.
Correct.
So we'll just let him sit in the corner, kind of play with his thumbs a little bit.
Baseball's a good reason for me to go get drunk on a Tuesday night.
So yeah, Billy will be like me every Tuesday night or Monday night episode we've had, where he will be belligerently drunk, and I will have to rein him in. But thank you for coming to watch us tonight, for listening to us on Spotify, watching us on YouTube. You check us out on both of those locations, and again, check us out on Twitter at Betting Diagonal. Once we teach Greg how to tweet, we're going to have even more content coming out there. Like I said, we got a poll out there right now. Love to get as many people voting on that as possible. Vote for me. You're one true king in the North. I'm the guy. You know that. If you feel sorry for Billy, it's okay. I won't get upset if you vote for him also. But thank you very much for being here tonight. Thank you for allowing us to pass through your earwaves right now with our bullshit. And we will see you guys on Tuesday. Have a great football weekend, boys.
Yes, sir. Good luck to all of you, and we'll see you on Tuesday, you degenerates.